On this edition of 15 News, we visit the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival, we visit the campus of LTU, and we learn how to be better golfers with Terry Ryan. Stay tuned for that and so much more on this edition of 15 News. Welcome to this edition of Cable 15 News. I'm your host, Jim Hall. We've got a lot to bring you today, so let's jump right in. I know the residents of Southfield and beyond love the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival, so let's start today's news with that. An absolutely amazing weekend of music, plus a lot of other fun activities. First, let's visit with Kimmy as she tells us a little bit about some of the earlier activities prior to music that really make this weekend a fun event.
For Jazzy Fitness Fun Day, we start off with the 5K Jazzy Walk today, and following that would be the Jazzy Roll Bike Cruise, as I'm ready for. I got my little basket. You come in and you jazz up your bike, you jazz up your wardrobe, and just come on out and ride. And they do a short ride, and then we have our high step and majorettes that will come and be right here on the front lawn and do their routine. Following them would be the Jazzy Hula Hooping Divas. And it really is a loving event. It's something that we give back into the community. So many people are so happy. I mean, the calls and the text and the love that we've received is just amazing.
Now, let's switch gears and visit a special place right here on the Southfield campus, and that's the Miracle Field. The Miracle Field is an absolutely wonderful place for fans of baseball, dreamers, just an absolutely amazing place. Let's learn what the Miracle Field is all about.
Well, this league is special because it allows children who otherwise wouldn't have an opportunity to play organized baseball that ability. So you'll see kids in wheelchairs, you'll see kids on crutches, you'll see kids that have physical as well as mental challenges out here on the field having a great time. You'll see volunteers helping them to make sure that they can enjoy themselves and have fun and stay safe at the same time. So you'll see a good competitive game, although we don't keep score, but the kids really get into it, they love it, and every game they think that they've won the game because that's how much they love playing baseball here at the Miracle League Field. So if you look at our field, you'll see it is not your traditional baseball field. So it's not dirt and grass, but it is a surface that enables kids that have special challenges to be able to access the field and to be able to play the game. So this rubberized field was specially made for the kids. So whether you're in a wheelchair, regardless of what your disability might be, you have the ability to play the game. We've also shortened the fences. We had the Boy Scouts make the cubbies to put their refreshments and their helmets in. It's made it easier for everyone.
Well, Miracle League is important to me because it gives young kids and adults the opportunity to play baseball even though they have a disability. When you're on this field, you don't feel like you have a disability. You're just like any other regular kid or adult.
Now, I'd like to move over to Lawrence Tech University and take a look at the wonderful new art exhibit, and it's a beautiful art installation from Dr. Hubert Massey. Let's go take a look at what's going on over there.
Yeah, so we finally finished up the project. It's been truly exciting. Putting in the last few pieces of the tile mural, especially this one over here on this side. So you got the scientist, and he holds this gear, the technology, because Lawrence Tech technology, right, or Lawrence Tech, and plus it also shows the architectural structures of some of the buildings that's in Southfield. But it's been truly exciting. In this whole entire process. Just being able to put this down, allowing people to be able to see, even from the Lodge Freeway, people can look up and see this burst of color that's up here. It's a wayfinder. and it just tells the story of part of the history of Southfield. Probably about a year or 2 years almost, just to get it to this point of completion. There was a lot of hands-on, a lot of community forums, which was really nice. Being able to sit down and learn about the community. And then the process of being able to take a slab of clay, cut out the shapes while they're still wet, bevel them, and then bisque fire them, and then glaze them, and then put the colors on them. It was just yeah, truly amazing, truly exciting. Come out and see this. This is truly awesome. This is a great community project. I think people in Southfield will be really happy to have something like this. Very colorful. Wait till wintertime comes around when you can see this in the winter. The colors are going to be bursting. It's just great to come here and visit.
I'm thinking a little bit about summer and fall and how horrible my golf game is. I love to golf, but I'm just horrible at it. Let's go talk with Terry Ryan of the Parks and Rec Department. She's the one person I know that could make my golf game better.
Right now we're running one of our second junior camps of the year. We have 10 kids in the camp, and it's from 9 to 12 Monday through Thursday, and we have Friday as a rainout day, but we don't have rainout days because we have the covered tees. So they come at 9 and we're teaching. Most of them are very basic beginners. They're going to, by the end of the week, they'll have full swings. They'll understand what chipping, pitching is, and how to putt, and the whole gamut to see if they're interested in it. And with coaching at the high school, it's been great too, because we see kids coming through the lines that hopefully will stay with it and play at the high school level eventually. We also have adult camps, and that's a unique thing that's really taken off the last few years. It's all about swinging and learning the swing, learning the full shot, learning the proper setup, takeaway, grip, and everything. Saturday mornings is from 8 to 11 here, and it's all about short game, learning how to get out of the bunker, learning what's the difference between a chip and a pitch, learning how to putt, learning how to hit lobs, learning all the things like that. And it's especially shots. And then Sunday it's from 8 to 11 at Evergreen, where we go out and we play 9 holes, and it's a scramble. And we don't necessarily always play the best shot, we play the challenging shot so that they learn from the previous 2 days. So it's 8 hours of instruction. So we have a bunch of structures and then private lessons.
Now, let's go talk with our friend Mike Palmer as he gives us some tips for the health of your animals.
Hey guys, it's Mike Palmer from Premier Pet Supply, and as the weather has been changing, we're getting into the fall season, I'm getting more and more questions from customers about the best way to groom the pet and how to take care of all that shedding that's going on with their dog and with the cat, because it happens with both. So we've got options, and I know when you walk into a store and you see a myriad of different brushes, it's hard to figure out what might be best. So typically, as a rule of thumb, one of the best brushes for regular everyday maintenance is called a slicker brush. It's got fine wire pins. It looks like it may be harsh, but I assure you it won't be tough on the skin of the dog or the cat. It does a great job of getting the loose and the dead hair from a shedding dog or cat. It also helps with regular brushing to take care of any potential matting or tangles that could be a big issue that may require a groomer or cutting large clumps of hair out, which is definitely something you want to try to avoid. Now, for dogs and cats that really shed a ton, there's products out there that are specific to getting that undercoat out. This one in particular is called the Furminator. The Furminator does a great job of getting through. It doesn't cut or tear the coat, but as you brush through on a maybe bi-weekly basis, you get a lot of that undercoat out, and it's incredible how much you'll find you end up with. Behind me, we got a lot of shampoos. Make sure when you pick out a shampoo, you want to make sure it's natural, because there's parabens in the unnatural shampoos that create the suds. The suds look great and are fun, but they actually irritate the skin on a dog or a cat, and that's not something that you want. So if you want to look for something that's great for the skin, you want something with oatmeal, something that's got natural tea tree oils or avocado oils, those are going to help supplement the skin and coat. And by doing that, you also reduce shedding.
Fall is going to be spectacular. I cannot do it justice. We have over 30 programs for our various ages coming this fall. Some are new, some are returning. We're very excited. We're now going to have 6 book clubs between adult and youth. We're starting 2 new book clubs. 2 new craft programs. The list goes on and on and on. So we're truly, truly excited about this fall. And I want to remind you, especially those of you with children, that we have this display. Every time you come in the youth room, we have this display, and it will give you the month at a glance, in addition to all of the programs. And you can see that this is completely filled with programming. So we have so much coming this fall.
Let's head over to our friends at Rossock. And today we're going to learn about Household Hazardous Waste Days and some special events coming up that Southfield residents can take advantage of.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about household hazardous waste. These are some materials that you may not even think about, such as motor oil, antifreeze, those things that you as a do-it-yourselfer might come across and have left over. We want to make sure that those don't go into your recycling bins, and so we've provided this great event called an HHW event, that's short for Household Hazardous Waste, for our residents to make use of and take and properly dispose of those materials. Some examples of household hazardous waste, other than those motor oils and automotive fluids, also include chemicals from your garden. Also pool chemicals, and sometimes even things that you might not think about, but like empty spray cans or even spray cans that still have some contents left in them. These definitely we want to have you bring to the event. Chemicals such as cleaners as bleach and anything that's toxic, you can look on the actual instructions of the product to see if it says toxic or hazardous or dangerous or poison. Those are some keywords to look for to know if they belong at the Household Hazardous Waste event. Some of the other things that we take, since we're having a special event, are shredded paper. We have a shredder truck that comes out. You can bring your shredded paper. We do accept a limited amount of 3 boxes per resident, and that is equal to about 100 pounds. We also accept Simple Recycling's materials. So Simple Recycling is a company that will be there accepting your textiles, your household fashion accessories, smaller usable appliances and pots and pans and things like that to continue to put back into the community. So for more information, if you have any questions, need to verify what you can and cannot bring to the event, be sure to check out our website. That's rossock.org.
Let's switch gears once again, and we're going to go visit with some new friends over at Spalding for Children. And we're going to learn about the wonderful programs going on over there.
It is a painful process for the entire family when a child has to enter foster care. And so that is why we really look at the way that the community, the agency, and our staff can support those families, not just the child, the entire family. And so that's why we offer all sorts of different events for those caregivers that we have, why we're always looking for additional caregivers. We are constantly getting phone calls about children who are in need of placement, about youth or teens who are in need of placement. And I will be honest, the most difficult to place children and youth are those who are older. And so we are constantly recruiting families, looking for families who are interested in parenting teens. There's challenges that come with parenting. There are challenges that come with parenting teens, but in the end, there's also so many rewards with children and youth who are older. And so when you look at our website, you can see all different opportunities and ways that people can be involved in the community. And it could be by donating, it could be about learning more about child welfare, about becoming a foster parent or an adoptive parent. It could be about the events that we have, and maybe some of the events, maybe you know somebody who would benefit from the events that we have.
This time of year, the Southfield residents always enjoy the photo contest. Well, we're going to talk with Mike Mannion, and he's going to let us know about the photo contest and how you can get involved.
This is the 6th annual Southfield Photo Prize, and each year it tends to get bigger and better. This year we had a record number of submissions, over 150 admissions initially submitted to the city, and that is narrowed down to the top 25, which is selected by our Total Living Commission, which has the very difficult job of selecting through all of those excellent submissions to the top 25 best. They have a number of standards and criteria that they use to determine that. And as you see here is the top 25 that are enlarged and placed on display for the public to view and vote. So that's one of the neat things we like to see always, that variety of things that people capture their interest. And you never know when you're on your way to work or school and you just happen to capture that great shot. And now with everyone having cell phones and cameras on their phone, you never know when you're out and about and you capture that really neat special shot. So we encourage people to be always on the lookout to do that and submit it to Photo Prize. So the public arts in Southfield just continues to grow, and thanks to Mayor Siver and the City Council and our new Southfield Public Arts Commission, you're probably noticing a lot of new public art installations throughout the city. The Southfield Photo Prize is an important component of our public arts initiatives. We also this year were lucky enough to again be participants in the DIA Inside Out program. So I'd encourage everyone when they come up to see the Southfield Photo Prize exhibition, also take the time to see the DIA Inside Out, which is reproductions of some of the famous works from the Detroit Institute of Arts. But I would encourage everyone to bring the family out and make a day of it, come and enjoy the beautiful art. Hopefully encourage you to see what kind of shots you can capture to submit for the next year's Photo Prize.
We're going to go visit with the Corvette Club and learn about this wonderful fundraising opportunity and look at some beautiful cars.
Today we're honoring our fallen member, Joseph C. Clifford. He was a member of Roadmasters Vet Club. He joined our club less than a year, and in that time, he just turned our club around as far as the fellowship and his involvement. He was tireless. His energy, every event that we had, he was always there, giving 100%. No task was too small, no task was too great. So his death was a tremendous loss to him. So as an organization, we thought it very fitting to have this car show in honor of him. This is going to be the annual Joseph C. Clifford Strut and Shine.
It's been really appreciative to see everybody come out. I get to see on a daily basis how influential my dad is around town and throughout the city. It's just an honor to be here, and I just want to thank everybody once again for being here today. It really warms my heart because it's been a tough loss on us. It's been a tough loss.
Wow, were those some amazing cars, and all for a great cause. Southfield, you never cease to amaze me. Incredible cars, incredible art, incredible music, wonderful things going on all the time. There's always something new to learn and see. So we're going to try to continue to bring you all these wonderful stories each month. We thank you so much for joining us today on the news, and we remind you that you can rewatch broadcasts of the news on Facebook and YouTube, and of course on Cable 15. We thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.